Yo, what's up guys, it's Keaton from Me and Decree. Today I have an updated Metalfoe deck list. I haven't done this since my San Antonio regional top. It was like early January, so the deck has changed a lot. It's gone from like 40 to like 45, like in that range of cards, to like 50 at least. So yeah, I'm gonna show you all the deck. I've been messing with this on Dueling Book if you watch me play. I've been messing with a lot of decks, honestly, but this is probably the main one. This is probably what I'm going to take to most of my events that's coming up until like the Dino deck comes out. Then I'll probably change it up. So yeah. 2, Bismugear, obvious. You just don't want to like open 3 or multiples in general. It still happens obviously, but you know. And I usually do side 1 out, so keep that in mind. 3, Stealing, obvious. 3 of this. This is like probably the most important one right now. Silvered. Just because like you can rabbit into 2 of these and then do the rat combo. So yeah, this is like the most important one right now in my opinion. The second most important one is Gold Driver, because you can make like emeralds and whatever with it. 3 Volt Flame is a big attack, so 14, pretty standard. 3 Eccentric, I still play this just because like it just comes up with that and like combination and stuff, and also like Paleozoics are like probably the most played deck right now, if not like second to Infernoid, so I just want to have this. Still only have 1 gold though, or 1 German gold. Draconia, I still play this just because it's like a searchable low skill from Broadwell, so that's like pretty much the only reason you play it. I do usually side it out, so keep that in mind, and then whenever I would search this, I usually search like Whiptail. So then obvious 2 rats, 1 whip, and then I'll show this. So I still play these. This is like pretty much all you need. It's probably the most consistent you can play without like playing Barrage. So I play these just to like literally do a zoo combo. I don't play instant fusion. I just play one of the fusion sub. So I'm pretty sure that's all you need. If you ever like normal summon this, literally all you do is you normal. You make either like you make bow into bull, detach the bow to search out this, or if you really want to like kind of neg, and then just like end with a like it depends if you want to end with like a Trident or an Emerald. Like you have to pick one at that point if you just normal summon this. But you could either end with like an Emerald or a Trident, and then whichever one you want to end with depends on what you search. So if you make a first turn Trident and then you bull into this, and then if you want to make like the first turn Emerald, then you bull into this. Then the obvious 3 bow, and then the other 3 bow. I really didn't like this card like at first. Like I played this deck at the Houston regional. I didn't do too well, but like initially I didn't want to play this card just because like if you open like this plus this, it kind of sucks just because like you're forced to put this back and like you don't have to like think about it. I mean obviously like it's still busted, but like, and if you draw this late game after you already resolve this, like it's just terrible. And there's like nothing you can really do to like get it out of your hand. So I was like tempted to play Twin Twister, but I don't think it's that like I don't think it's that serious. Just because like it'd be this, like my best discard out list would be like this, a Metalfoe which I don't want to discard, and like the fusion sub or fusion or counter or something. So but yeah, you just play this to do this and make a Invoker or Grand Pulse. 3 Terratop and a Tectonborg. Obvious. This, like if you open like Terratop plus this or the bow, like that's ending with a zoo combo set to if you obviously had a Metalfoe and then a Totem Bird, which is like pretty dumb. So you end with like Emerald Trident and Totem Bird, and like at least that 2, so yeah, that's pretty good. For my like techs, and if you're like not playing it, then I don't really know what you're doing in this deck, but 1 Tour Guide, you could summon the Eccentric if you want, or you could summon the newly 3 of card Sangan. This is my proxy, sorry, I wasn't prepared for all these cards to come off, but you can summon this, like if you don't open like any of your normal summons, or if you do open like Terratop and Tour Guide, then you could like special this, do the entire rat combo, and then normal the Tour Guide, get this out, and then use a Metalfoe to pop this and search up the 1 on Max C. you can search skills, but you just can't use it the same turn since the new errata. But I just love this card. Like, it's just insane. Just like summoning this. Like, you could pin one with summon this too. And obviously, if you open this and you didn't open rat combo, then you could summon this, special this, and overlay into an invoker special, and then do the combo from there. So it's just another way to do the rat combo as well. So it's pretty versatile. One rabbit. I really don't like this card. It's just like every time I open this card, I find myself opening this tour guide and like a lone fire. But I feel like you have to play it just because it's like another zoo combo card. So if you're playing like Barrage, then I guess you don't really have to play it. 2 Ogre and a Maxi. This is obvious. I just wanted to talk about that. But this can be DD Crows if you want it to. I think I only have like 1 right now, but like it's pretty common. If you have it, then you can take these 2 out for DD Crow. I was just testing it just against like Infernoid and like Zoodex, or not Zoodex, Lamoon decks, just like hit the like synchros or whatever they make. So, and then obviously hit Broad Bull. It's pretty dumb. 1 fusion, obvious. 1 L fusion. For some reason I didn't play this or Eccentric at the Houston Regional a few months ago, or like a month ago, but if I did play this and Eccentric, I'm pretty sure I would have like won the event. It was a terrible decision not to play this card. It came up so many times. I was just like, because the only targets I played was a fusion and 2 counter, and it was terrible. It was like a first draft, so it was pretty bad. But definitely play this. Like, you kind of have to. And then recycling it with Metalfoe is obvious. 1 fusion sub, so 3 fusion cards. You could also like banish this. Like, if you draw a late game, you can banish this to like put back a Metalfoe or something and draw a card. 2 painful. I decided to play 2 instead of 1. Everybody's playing like 1 right now, but I decided to play 2 just because like it's like 51 cards, I believe, and you want to like see this as soon as possible because this card like fuels your grave and your hand, so it's pretty dumb. 1 combo. I didn't play this at the event either, but you need to play it. This card's dumb. 2 counter, obvious. If you want to play 1, you can, but I like to play 2. I just want to see it. 2 barrier, and then 2 strike. This is kind of like a weird ratio. Like, in theory, these should be strike and warning, but I don't want to play air Ene. I'll just be honest with you. So I just played like a card that isn't searchable that's good against Zoo, and then a card that would be searchable if I played a card that I don't want to pop. Like I want to pop the Ariadne, but there's always like something else that you could pop, like that, Sangan. There's so many other things that you could pop, so I decided to play this ratio. It's been working out so far, like, insane so far. Like, you're drawing 2 off the rat combo if you open, like, a Terror Top or a Baboon or a Tour Guide anyways, so, like, the likelihood of opening this is, like, a lot higher than it would be if you, like, if you weren't playing this card, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 51. For the extra deck, play 1 Alchemist, obvious. I don't think I played this either at the regional. Like, that was just a bad experience. Like, my deck was actually trash. I went like 3-0 and I lost like 1 to my friend. I won the next one against like Invoked Blue Eyes, and I lost the one after like Paleo. So 2 Mithrium, obvious. If you want to play 3, you can. Like, you could take out this Adamonte, but I just feel like 2 is fine. Orichalc, this is the main fusion that you make, especially going first. Just like, it's insane. This card should have got hit. Like, you could leave red at 3. Like, it won't be healthy for the game, but I feel like hitting this would have like kind of stopped the deck a little bit. Like, it would be at the same state that it's at now, but like, this is just what slowed it down. This. Essentially, you could take these out for another copy of Bull and Trident, but I just don't play this. So, like, I just feel like this is okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. 1 Emerald. This could be another Emerald if you want, but I'm just playing it right now, testing it. Gaia Samurai. I haven't made it yet, but like, in theory you should. Invoker, Totem Bird, and Grand Pulse. I find myself making Grand Pulse more than Totem Bird, just to like this is almost, like, I'm not gonna say 100%, but this is almost guaranteed popping 2 against Paleo, and then obviously it's a 28 ass, so they have to make a Cavalier to get over it with like monsters, and if they like use a spell or trap, trap, such as like D barrier. You hit the D barrier and then you're able to like pendulum summon. And if they use a strike, then you got rid of a strike and you're able to pendulum summon. So, and if they use a Karmika, then you're able to pendulum summon. So, like, I just like this one more. I make it more, but obviously you can make whatever. For the side right now, I tested this at local, like this exact side, and it was pretty good. My only loss was like to Skull Servant, 60 cards, and he opened grass like game 1 and 3, so going first. So the second or the third ogre, obviously it could be a DD Crow or whatever. 2 Jinzo. This card is like a blowout. Like, this is a budget version of Denko, which I don't have Denko right now. I wish I would have picked him up before the list, but I didn't know Paleo wasn't gonna hit. Like, I really thought it was, but it's whatever. This pretty much does the same thing. Yeah. So, except for you have to tribute it, obviously. Regeki, Charcoal. These are just blobs. 2 MST. These are the outs to, excuse me, just like chain to Paleo traps, like when they just like activate D barrier with a Paleo engrave, you like chain this, hit another one, they lose 2 cards, and then they don't gain the free summon, so this is pretty good. And then obvious an out to anti-spell and Imperial Order. These should probably be in the main. I haven't tested them in the main, but you probably can. 3 Iron Wall, like, don't need to explain that. The third strike and the warning, these are pretty standard for the most part. Another theory that you can roll with is take out like the ogre and like a dark hole, and then put in like 2 Ariadnes to like side for going first if you want. So you can try that out if you like never open Baboon or whatever. And then finally 2 Wiretap. This won me a game against Paleo. Like, I'm attacking for game, and then he has a set. He has like 1 set background, like a bunch of Paleos in grave, and I have like 5 monsters. And I'm like attacking for game. And I want to say it was Quaking. I'm not 100%. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say it was Quaking. And I had this set for like since turn 1, and I was just holding it like hella hard, and I just wiretapped him, and he just lost. So that's crazy. So yeah, that's the deck. I really do think this deck is probably like 3rd best right now. First, obviously, being Paleo. That's just a given. Second being Infernoid. And then probably 3rd this, more than likely. It just depends on how you open, honestly. Like, this deck can brick hella hard. Like, you can open, like I opened at the regional, playing my friend. It was like this, that was my hand. Like, no bullshit. Like I was playing Ariadne at the event, but, like, and I sided these in. But this is my opening hand, and I went set 4 pass, and then he just like tried to play, I striked him, whatever. I drew for turn, I drew Baboon, I summoned Baboon, put this back, activated a foe, tried to pop, and then he striked it, so I just lost. So yeah, it just depends on how you open, but yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. I will not be at YCS Denver, unfortunately. I can't make it. I'm just trying to finish score right now. I'm in my last 9 weeks of senior year, so hopefully after that I'm gonna be able to grind over the summer, and then when I'm in college, probably gonna have a lot more videos, have a lot more freedom, making my own schedule and whatever. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.